The following program is brought to you by Best Friends Pet Resort, an independent full-service pet care and recreation facility dedicated to the loving and attentive care of your dog and cat. Best Friends Pet Resort in Patterson.
Hi, and we're back again for this month. This is our edition of Rescue Tales with your host, Linda Miner. And I have here this month, we are very excited to talk with this month's guests. We have here Brian Ludlow and Donna Burt from the Stanislaus Wildlife Care Center.
The main purpose of the center is to rehabilitate orphaned or injured wildlife. And I emphasize that it's orphaned or injured wildlife. We get phone calls from people who have wildlife in their yard and they want us to come and capture it because they don't want it there, and that's not our purpose. We have individuals who call us about domestic animals, and that's not something we do. But there are many birds and mammals that are native to California that are injured every year. Some of them by weather and Mother Nature, others by human interaction. But those are the animals that we like to have brought into us. Then our main purpose is, once we bring them in, to evaluate the situation, see what needs to be done to rehabilitate them, and begin taking care of them. As soon as they are in good health and old enough to be released, then we release those animals.
Well, before anything else, if anybody wants to contact the center and find out more, make donations, how does one do that?
Well, you call the center at 883-9414. That's our phone number. We're on the internet at stanislauswildlife.org, and if you just Google search Stanislaus Wildlife, it'll come up.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy to get a hold of us.
Okay. Here we have Brian with, gosh, I have never been this close to an owl before. He's magnificent. He's just amazing. This is Titus.
He's a beautiful bird, isn't he?
He's
Titus,
just incredible.
Titus is a great horned owl. This is a male, so he's a little bit smaller than the female owls. I refer to the great horned owls as Bambi owls because for people who remember watching the cartoon Bambi and most of your Disney cartoons, the owl that they use is the great horned owl. Titus is a foster parent along with a female named Papa, which would let you know that when we bring animals in and we realize that these are resident animals that we use as foster parents and also as educational animals. But when we bring them in, we may not be able to tell their sex right off the bat, have time to do that. But this one was named Titus, and she's a female, and we have another great horned owl named Papa, and whenever we have baby owls come in, as soon as we can, we put them in a cage with Titus and Papa, and they teach them how to live like an owl. Before we release them. So they see a lot of owls come through that they parent for a while, and then we release those animals as soon as they're ready to.
Wow. How did she come to your rescue?
Titus came to us a couple years ago, and she was hit by a car.
He
was hit by a car, I'm sorry.
And the coloring is just amazing. You can see how they're adapted almost. Boy, I wonder if you can there you go. The coloring, I mean, just perfect camouflage for a tree bark or rocky areas. It's just amazing to see it up close.
Especially when they will put their ears, which are not ears, they're just tufts of feathers, they have nothing to do with ears. They'll stand them up and they'll align all their feathers just right, and they look like bark on a tree.
Wow.
They look like a stump sitting up there.
What is the purpose of the ears?
They use them to basically expression.
Ah.
They put him up, put him down. He's a little worried right now. He's got him back.
They also fly with great stealth, and so these are animals that are known for the fact that they can fly and you don't hear them flying over you. Many people see their beak, and the beak looks to them to be somewhat intimidating, but it's actually the talons that are the most dangerous. That's what they catch animals with, and they've got a lot of power in their talons.
And they are fairly common in this area?
Yeah. A lot of barn owls. We release them regularly. I can't give you the numbers right now of how many we brought in, but I know the last time I was in the cages we had 16 barn owls spread out among a few different cages, or great horned owls.
And their prey is, I mean, they're valuable in the ecosystem. I would think they would keep down the rodent population and kind of keep that balanced out.
Mice, rodents, ground squirrels. The skunk is hiding, and before I actually get the skunk and we start talking about her, we'll have to put him away because it is predator prey.
Good heavens.
They do not have a sense of smell, and one of the animals that they do like to eat is the striped skunk.
Good heavens.